Hello, everyone. Well, Megsy's lost her goddamn mind, hasn't she? She's not only professing that Gen Z Americans loved her twerking video. Well, if you go on TikTok and you see some of the stuff people are posting on social media, I wouldn't say that it's gone down well. I think you're being universally mocked. The other thing she's done is turned up for Invisibit's birthday with what seems to be a private tour, because you can get private tours around Disney, VIP tours around Disney. Have a Google of it. It explains what the VIPs get and how they maneuver around Disney without being seen. So she's released some Disney stuff. It's all staged. You can tell it's all like photos. It's all done for positioning. The log ride, triangulation with Diana and William and Harry when they were younger, with all of that stuff. There's a photo there, though. There's a photo that she released, and she's standing in the middle of it wearing a Minnie Mouse hat with the two bands. Both of them have hearts over the faces, so you can't see them. So what's the point in including them in the photo? And her handbag holder is subservient, sitting down level with the children. So it's a very much a this is my show moment. This is me. This is all about me. And she's the only one who's wearing the Disney ears, so it draws extra attention to her. I mean, the girl is thirsty. I say girl. I say the woman, the middle-aged woman is thirsty. So let us have a look and see just how much of a grip on reality she's got. Now, I've been saying she's been getting more and more unhinged since 2022. I think it was around the time of the Cut article. Just before that, something happened. She's absolutely not functioning correctly. Let's have a look and see what the cards have to say about all of this noise that's going on right now. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is taking something that she doesn't own, that she hasn't earned. She's trying to, and I feel she's trying to make it tangible. She's trying to make the idea of somebody and make it into her tangible life. So when you have people like the late Diana, when you have other people that she's emulated, whether it be Angelina Jolie, whether it be Julia Roberts, whoever she's tried to steal bits of the persona from, she takes it and tries to make it into her. And what I mean, that she tries to take the idea of somebody and make it into her reality. So that's taken something that isn't hers. She's also trying to take those people's personalities and create wealth and revenue with it. She's not being genuine in that sense. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse, she's taken something that doesn't belong to her, and that something it doesn't just have to be something physical. It can be something that you can manifest into the physical, either through persuasion, hard work, repetition. But she's trying to do that with things that don't even belong to her, personalities that don't even belong to her, stories that don't even belong to her. Let's have a look. So there's obviously some kind of disassociation with reality. The Two of Cups in reverse crossing over. I do feel when we look at this card as a relationship card, I do feel that Harry and Megsy do have their big problems. They're very much two separate entities. Like, they're both narcs, in my humble opinion, and I've been saying that for a long time. I've been saying that since 2018, 2019. Both of them are narcs. I think we've got to get away, and I feel like we have moved away from the narrative that Harry was this hostage led astray. No, poison goes where it's welcome. He let the poison in. He wanted this. He's always resented his brother. He's always resented his father. But because I feel like with the popularity of how he was in the royal family, he was like the second most popular. He could cope with that resentment. But as soon as he lost that popularity, he's lashing out left, right, and centre. Back onto the cards, the Two of Cups in reverse there. That Two of Cups in reverse, I don't think she sees herself correctly. She looks in the mirror and she sees something completely different to what everyone else sees. Like, she's so disassociated with reality. Like, I do get that people will look in the mirror and they'll see themselves physically slightly different. They'll think they're hotter than they are, they're uglier than they are, they're this, they're that. There's body dysmorphia, thinking you're a size, you're 30 stone when you're actually 6 stone. You know, there's all kinds of things, but this is a kind of character issue. She sees herself as perfect, I think, in the looks department. She's a narcissist, but she also is looking at somebody who she thinks is this purer than the driven snow type of person. What we have above the situation, how the rest of the world sees her, and what's something that she can't shake off. Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups in reverse. They think she's insincere, inauthentic, and is just telling you a load of things that people want to hear, that she thinks you want to hear, to win your trust and admiration. So she has got a big problem here, because she thinks she's the absolute God's gift to mankind. She really, really does. But she's not. We know that. But the Prince of Cups in reverse there just shows that everyone thinks she's immensely shallow, and that is one of her big problems here. Underneath here, we have got the Nine of Wands. She thrives on drama, but that doesn't mean it doesn't wear her down. She's very defensive and very blocked off about something and someone and some people. Now, this could relate back into her paternal side of the Markle family. This could relate into the past, Trevor Engelson, but there's something there she's very defensive of. Very defensive of. It can't be the moon bump stuff, because she seems to be taunting with it. Let's have another card just to clarify it. She's scared of stories coming out about her. There is a scramble. She's pushing back on something for someone, whether it's a scramble with people she used to know or a journalist who's bothering her. There's something going on with that Eight of Wands. She doesn't want something coming out. And there's the Queen of Swords in reverse. This air sign woman. There's an air sign woman that Megsy is petrified of. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. And that Ten of Pentacles in reverse is about being outside of the wealth, being outside of the protected family. I'm getting this impression that in the future, she's going to say, well, it's a bit, you know, we had to go to Disneyland to be protected in a castle on a private tour. And, you know, and the royal family couldn't do that for us. You know, that's the kind of, I feel like this, she wants to make a comment about that. Whether this whole event is staged or not, I'm not seeing anything staged, but she is absolutely, to be honest, she is absolutely gone. There's the Ten of Cups in reverse. That does look like the Beatles, doesn't it? Unhappy families, lies, deceit, delusions. There's going to be more stuff coming out about the family setup. And I'm not just on about her with her paternal family. I'm on about with the kids and everything like that. There's going to be more exposure. It's going to come out that she's not quite all there. I feel now, not quite all there can be she's coping with one too many Chardonnays or whatever she has. Sorry, Tigs. I don't even think she drinks red wine. To be honest, I just think she drinks white wine with a bit of lemonade in it. You know, I don't even think she's. I don't even think she's as cultured or has the palate that she likes to wax lyrical about. There's going to be more kids. There's the devil. There's going to be more kids. You're going to hear about them. You're going to see glimpses of them. You're never going to see them in full in your face. Why? Because this is all about control. We have the devil surrounding her. She is not happy. These cards are really, I would say that it's almost like a disjointed reality here. A really bad disjointed reality. And I think she's going to get worse and worse. There's a split as well. So we have got the Lovers in reverse. Her concerns. She's concerned either about a Gemini energy, somebody Gemini, or she's concerned that she's going to be accused of creating division and not bringing about a healing. Well, that's something she wants to do more of, because this is your hopes and your fears. If you're scared of the Lovers in reverse as a card, you're scared of being accused of not being healing, not being genuine, not being loving, not being supportive, you know, having a very difficult relationship with your spouse or partner. And if it's for what you hopes for, then you're maybe with that devil there hoping to split somebody else up, hoping to cause some damage to somebody. We have the Pope, the Hierophant in reverse above. She's not. This could be a Taurian coming in and causing her some trouble, but she is very much so going to come for. They're going to try coming for the monarchy again later in the year. They really are. They're trying to hold their own court. She really is trying to paint herself. I feel with this trip to Disney as well. She really is trying to paint herself as an all-American princess, you know, and she wants Gen Z to believe it, like she's like some type of fairy tale, which is a hell of a juxtaposition when you go from the rumors of moon bumps, the bullying of Princess Charlotte, the ongoing litigation where she's lied at court, where she's the bullying of Buckingham Palace staff, her ex-employees leaving in droves, the rumours of her behaviour at various events, the rumours of her behaviour pre-suits as well, and she thinks she's struck gold, but she's one of the most, if not the most destructive self-hexing people on the world. Let me have a look at see how Harry's doing. Is Harry completely bought into this whole Disney thing? Is Harry just deluded as Megsy? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Harry is deluded. He's cuckoo for caca. He is absolutely lost the plot. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. He's gaslighting himself. There's an inauthenticity here, and at the heart of this situation, he is gaslighted and deluded. Now, I can imagine that Megsy would gaslight the hell out of him, but I also imagine he gaslights himself by telling himself stories that self-soothe his ego. That's why you get a lot of the conspiracy theories that he comes out with. The Three of Pentacles is in reverse, crossing over. Okay, so there's something about work here with Harry today. What's the date? It's June the 8th. It's just gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. So the Three of Coins in reverse here. This looks to me that there's something going to come out about his work. Now, their energy is often very separate. With Harry's work, it could be stuff like working with Meghan, doing things with Meghan. There might be a further split. Or there might be something with Travelist, or that stupid thing he's involved with, the Chief Impact Officer thing. In Grifters, something more with work. There's something he's not having the best relationships with. The Ace of Coins is in reverse. Okay, now, one of the things that's slightly bothering Harry, even though Megsy is saying she's not bothered, she is bothered about the moon bump stuff. By the way, I did a reading on that. One of the things that's bothering Harry is the discussion in the press about the false pregnancies. The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Now, the Ace of Pentacles can mean a pregnant belly. Just put it that way. It can mean women's parts. So can actually the Ace of Cups, and both of these are in reverse, guys. So is Harry concerned about all of these rumors? Like, it's in the press. It never was in the press. The press was saying, oh, the conspiracy theory that she used a surrogate. Well, they kind of have to say that. And they kind of go, oh, well, the internet said it first, not us. It was always going to be like that. They're never going to go out and they'll just try and get around it that way. And the Six of Swords is underneath. He is not moving on. We've got the Ten of Swords there. And the Eight of Swords. What is going on contractually with you, boy? Oh, dear. There's a loss of control here. He feels really betrayed by somebody. Let me get this clarifier card. Queen of Swords is in reverse. That'd be the new comms woman. Five of Swords is in reverse. Okay, there's something coming up with one of Harry's businesses, something he's involved in. There's some details that's been overlooked. He knows it's coming. There's Three of Coins crossing over. It could come in a few weeks. It could come in a few months. But there's something coming, and it will link back to around this time. Like, it's been going on and on and on. So there's that. He isn't wanting to move on. However, there's two things going on for Harry. He doesn't want to move on. He's obsessive now. He's got a new obsession, and the new obsession is the moon bump conspiracy theories being now in the British press and being now talked about online. He's like now focusing on that for some reason. He's going to focus on that. What the biggest reason will be, because if it is ever proved that they weren't born of body, they were unboxed, then they're going to be out the line of succession. They're going to be illegitimate to the line of succession. The Four of Cups is he's not receptive, and the Empress in reverse surrounding him. He's going to do something where it comes to his mother's legacy again. He's going to talk out about it. He's going to do it. But what is driving Megsy, what is driving Harry, is to own Diana and set up a California breezy. You will respect us. You will bow to us. But everything's beige, guys, and linen. None of this gold ornate crap. Just beige and linen. And you will buy our products. That's exactly how Megsy wants it. We have got the King of Swords is in reverse here. Now, there was a Gemini for Megsy. The King of Swords is he's either to get in with a bad legal team. He's either going to waste some money with Sherborne again, trying to sue the Mail for reporting on internet rumours, and the Sun and the Mirror and all of the other places that have reported on it. So he's either going to get involved with that, or we've also got this air sign man. They don't get on with air signs. They're not good with air signs, the Markles, at all. Because I feel like out of all of the Zodiac, air signs talk the most clear, direct, no filtered way. And Megsy is just all word salad. And the Four of Coins is in reverse here. He is scared of losing control. So they're both completely off their trees. The Six of Swords underneath here would imply that he didn't want to go somewhere or didn't go somewhere. And that could be the Disney thing, you know. The only thing I've got to say is the only thing that would make me think that they did go was the fact that they do these VIP tour things, and they are really expensive, and basically you go around waltz back passages. They've got little kind of like tunnels and things between rides and different areas that like celebrities can go to and things like that, or VIPs can go to, and they get pushed in on rides through it's all very strange. All of it's very strange. Okay, so Harry's not coping. Let's see how Harry's not coping. How is his day looking? What's his energy with regards to not being able to cope with anything? How is he coping? Okay, take out. Eating trash. Okay, so he is going to lose again. Basically, he is going to try and take some kind of gambling risks. We're possibly going to see a very more Californian, like they're going to try and be really breezy and very Californian, that kind of very laid back hippie vibe. They're really going to try it. Like, Harry's a surfer now. They go to Disney. They live near a weed farm. Oh, we're just so Californian. So they're going to they're really going to try that. He's really going to try that whole festival goer thing. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see him eventually go to Coachella, or do they still do Burning Man? Something like that in the desert, you know? Oh, the revolving door. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of mom stuff from Harry. The mixologist, he is playing a game here. The revolving door, there's something going on with staff involving Harry. The mixologist here, you know, he's having a little bit of drinky boos. It's to cope. The taser in reverse, he doesn't need to calm himself down. And his festering mother wound is what's going on here. Let's see how Megsy's coping, what she's doing. He's comfort eating. He's probably wanting to do some hedonistic things. Yeah, so he's all of that. Let's have a look at Megsy. We'll do the same amount of cards for Megsy. Nausea. Okay, she's sick. She wants control. Standard Megatron. And she's not sleeping. She's up all night procrastinating. Now, I think she watches social media like a hawk. And when she can't sleep, she's doom scrolling, Googling her name, going on YouTube, Googling her name, Googling this, Googling that. So I do feel like she's driving herself to insanity by keeping looking up and watching her trolls in inverted commas. Browsing history. Yeah, she is. She is what I've just said with the Night Owl stuff, the browsing history card. She is completely obsessed at the minute with how things are being reported on her online. She'll be all over the TikTok. She'll be all over Instagram. She'll be on the hellscape that is X. She will, you know, probably have a little drop in on YouTube, but some of the biggest media with the biggest reach at the minute is like TikTok and X and things like that. So I think she's going to be looking at the new creators on TikTok that are really like coming for her, you know. The money grab. It's going to be some money grab, but there's something coming up. She is plotting something. I know she's going to try and release something under the beige brand, whatever she's named it. Now, she should just call it beige brand at this point. The used hybrids. She is scared of getting pushed onto the pile. One of her greatest fears is being pushed away and put onto the pile. And she's just full of, like, to keep going, she's full of caffeine and everything else that can keep her sped up, basically. And it's almost like she's in a kind of manic detached phase, according to the cards, and she's in an angry, accusative, paranoid stage. With regards to them not going to Disneyland and it being a photo op, the only card that would come out to suggest to me, if I'm being completely honest, I would expect to see the Moon or the Seven of Swords, some more kind of deceptive cards. I do believe we have the Devil pop out, but I feel the only one is him not wanting to go somewhere, which is the Six of Swords in reverse. Like, he doesn't want to get to go through the journey, but that could be with regarding everything to do with his wife's moon bump and all of that stuff as well. So I'm still on the fence about whether they went or not. What they wanted to show us, though, is that they were there. That's what they wanted to give the impression of what they were there. And this is all leading into some more rebranding stuff for, you know. If you made this part, thank you so much. Thank you for tolerating all the beige today. If you'd like me to read on something else, no, I am going to be getting back to emails and stuff in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for that. I'm just on a bit of a go slow myself. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I will speak to you real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye.